I'm John Rothman, a talk show host on KGO News Talk Radio in San Francisco. As one who's been actively involved in the Jewish community for many years, what I saw and what you will see on this video should shock you, disturb you, and cause you to react. On Saturday afternoon, July 25th, the San Francisco Jewish Film Festival presented the movie Rachel, a film glorifying Rachel Corrie, an activist with the pro-Hamas, anti-Israel International Solidarity Movement, ISM. The ISM recruits naive young Westerners to act as human shields, obstructing Israel's counterterrorism efforts. Rachel Corrie died in March 2003 while attempting to disrupt an Israeli bulldozer from destroying tunnels being used to smuggle weapons for use against Israeli civilians. In October 2002, at a University of Michigan conference, ISM so-called peace activists broke out in the chant Itbach al Yehud, which translated means, massacre the Jews. Corrie's mother, Cindy Corrie, president of the Rachel Corrie Foundation, who has been relentless in her own anti-Israel activism, was invited by the festival to speak at the screening. The Jewish Film Festival invited two organizations, the American Friends Service Committee and the Jewish Voice for Peace, to co-present the event. These organizations are at the forefront of the anti-Israel divestment and boycott campaigns, as well as efforts to get the U.S. Congress to stop its aid to Israel. All the organizations involved in the event, in cooperation with the Jewish Film Festival, are exploiting the unfortunate death of Rachel Corrie to promote their anti-Israel agenda. Here is the JVP in action, along with their friends, at a January 10, 2009 anti-Israel protest in San Francisco. But the American Friends Service Committee has friends too. On September 25, 2008, the American Friends Service Committee honored Iranian President Ahmadinejad at a dinner hosted at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in New York City. In addition to all of its anti-Israel activities, the organization recently got involved with a campaign to vandalize Israeli products at Trader Joe's. Many Jewish community members expressed their concerns to both the San Francisco Jewish Film Festival Board and its major funder, the Jewish Federation. They told the Federation that by continuing its support of the film festival, it not only bears responsibility for the film festival's conduct, but it provides credibility to those anti-Israel co-presenting groups and gives them a platform for recruiting and publicizing their agendas. The Federation responded by defending its actions. The film festival offered to permit a pro-Israel activist to speak at the venue for 5 minutes before the film was shown. The Federation continues to provide financial support for the film festival. The anti-Israel co-presenters exploited the Jewish Film Festival event to sign up and enlist members for their anti-Israel activities. These new members received a letter from the Jewish Voice for Peace just 3 days later, urging them to lobby Congress to stop aid to Israel. All this happened at a Jewish-funded anti-Israel film event. Prior to the movie, the co-presenters also distributed anti-Israel literature and displayed signs saying, "End U.S. military support for Israel." The pro-Hamas Rachel Corrie Foundation passed out its literature, and women in black demonstrated against Israel. The anti-Israel co-presenters alerted their members to attend the Rachel event. As a result, the audience was packed with extremists who relentlessly heckled the sole pro-Israel speaker.
My presence here should in no way be considered as either endorsing or even adequately balancing this event. These few minutes cannot in any way provide an appropriate response to the next 2 hours. All of us here know that Rachel Corrie tragically died when she intentionally put herself in harm's way during an IDF counterterrorism operation in the Gaza Strip. They were all murdered before Rachel Corrie went to Gaza. That's why the young IDF soldier was operating that bulldozer in Rafah. It wasn't to warn It wasn't to wantonly destroy Palestinian homes. It wasn't to wantonly destroy Palestinian homes. It was to destroy the tunnels used to smuggle explosives from murdering Israelis.
No, you're not hearing things. Those were Sieg Heils being screamed at the only pro-Israel voice heard that day at a Jewish Federation-funded event. What you don't see is that this was accompanied by full Nazi salutes.
You will hear that they are a peace group. You won't hear that ISM defined peace in a 2003 press conference as the destruction of Zionism and the Jewish state. You will hear that ISM supports nonviolence. You won't hear that ISM collaborates with terrorists, including Hamas, and even aided the terrorists who took over the Church of the Nativity in 2002. Nor will you hear that ISM leaders called suicide bombing noble and that they support terrorism as legitimate armed struggle.
No, they don't.
And as ISM co-founder George Rishmawi said, if some of these foreign volunteers get shot or even killed, then the international media will sit up and take notice. They have used Rachel's accidental death to accuse Israel of intentionally murdering innocents.
Wrap it up.
They routinely disrupt pro-Israel speakers on campuses and at community events. The same anti-Israel extremists honored by Hamas in Gaza, including Paul Arudi, were part of the mob that attended the Rachel event. Paul Arudi is the pro-Hamas JVP activist, top leader of ISM in the United States, and head of the effort to send ships to Gaza to break the Israeli security blockade intended to prevent Hamas from acquiring more weapons. He was honored in 2008 in Gaza by Hamas head Haniya. Several of these same pro-Hamas extremists drove the Consul General of Israel, Akiva Tor, off the stage in an event at San Jose State University on February 5th, 2009.
A Jewish film festival should not be presenting a film and speaker that demonize Israel and that are being co-sponsored and promoted by groups such as Jewish Voice for Peace in America. Groups that support boycotts, divestment, and sanctions against Israel.
And now, they are applauding boycotts of, sanctions against, and divestment from Israel.
Or, as American French Service Committee did, host a dinner for Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Or perhaps even attract an audience that would applaud them.
Should our donations fund events co-presented by groups that honor and cheer Ahmadinejad?